back there, asshole.
I can't hear you.
Pull that fucking shit. I was turning back there. Don't pull that shit and go alongside me like that.
I didn't see your turn signal.
My fucking switch was on. Fucking turning back there, asshole.
I can't hear you.
Pull that fucking shit. I was turning back there. Don't pull that shit and go alongside me like that.
I didn't see your turn signal.
My fucking switch was on.
Was it on?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great.
I live here. I know how to fucking drive.
I live here too. Maybe you should calm down. You're gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, maybe you ought to watch what the fuck you're doing.
Are you reaching for a weapon, sir? Are you reaching for a weapon?
No, fuck you.
That's what it looks like.
I don't need a weapon. I'll get on and kick your fucking ass.
Fuck you. How's that?
Learn to drive.
Fuck you. Fucking dickhead. Fuck you. Bravo Romeo Uniform Mike Bravo Echo Sierra. Normally I just throw in some text. However, this really requires some oral narration. If you don't want to hear what happened, or you think you already know, or you're psychic, whatever the reason is, then feel free to skip my oral information. However, if you do, and you comment, and it is obvious that your comment is based upon your own purposeful ignorance because you chose not to listen, that's on you, and I'll not even entertain you, and I'll probably just send you on your way. Nobody's perfect. We all do stupid things. I can admit it. I've done plenty of stupid things in my life. I've also done some good things. But whatever. As you just saw, Mr. Future Heart Attack was upset that I lawfully lane filtered at a red light, and then he falsely claimed that he had his signal on. If it was on, he must have had an electrical issue because it was not on external of his cab. Anyway, then Officer Tweedle Dumbfuck decides to stop me. I'll edit out a lot of that for time's sake. However, at one point he says to me he saw me pull up beside the white truck and begin the conflict. Then he says he didn't say that he saw me do that. Then he again says that that's what he saw. He has zero credibility, and though he probably convinces himself he's a hero, he truly is not. He is exactly why many have stopped supporting his profession. There are good people in that profession, and without going into too much detail, I'll tell you that I have first-hand knowledge of that being true. The driver is not my concern, nor do I truly have any issue with him. He and I both said our piece, and we moved along. My main issue, is with Officer Tweedle lying shit. Officer Tweedle lying shitbird. The guy with the alternating story and assertions is the exact type of person in an interrogation that gives so many indicators of untruthfulness and gives conflicting statements that you know he is overall, most probably, elsewhere in his life, a liar. I know someone out there is going to whine because I call him out and gave him the finger and then dared to point out his changing claims. I get it. We all want heroes, but this guy is not one. In my personal opinion, based upon not only gut feelings that I've got and I've learned to get over the years, but also his conflicting statements. What he is someone who had an ulterior motive, acted on it, articulated it through a claim of intervening in a claimed road rage incident, one I did not instigate, by the way, then claimed he saw me pull up to instigate, then claimed he never said he saw me pull up beside the truck to instigate, and only saw us yelling back and forth, then claimed he did see me do such, which is visibly untrue in the video. Never mind that. The biggest issue is his attempt to lie and play Super Trooper when what he really is a low intelligent tyrant with a badge and a pretty bad liar. Now, I often try to be fair. So, being fair, I will say maybe, just maybe, this is not his typical personality. And maybe, just maybe, he doesn't typically lie on the scene of a traffic stop to articulate his bullshit. And maybe, just maybe, he doesn't constantly alter or give inconsistent statements or change just to try to defend what he last said. And maybe, just maybe, he is a decent human being. I cannot attest to any of those maybes. I can only attest to what happened at our stop and on our scene and our interaction. Again, being fair, I'll offer the same thing I've often always offered throughout my life. Officer, if you want to set the record straight and you want to engage me in a fair, logical, and reasonable conversation, and you can admit to changing your story numerous times and show some honesty, maybe save some of that continuing loss of respect your profession seems to earn daily, by all means, I'll be in your town again and again. Or, if your chief wants to show some professionalism and earn back some of your profession's lost respect and honor, he is welcome to contact me as well. I won't hold my breath, though. It's much easier to just ignore and claim we did nothing wrong, or we investigated ourselves and we did nothing wrong, and just double down. That seems to be today's police profession's motto. I hate to say it, but, that's pretty much what it's come down to lately. And here's where it comes to my final statement about the situation before I continue the video. Until and or if this would occur, as mentioned previously, I am absolutely calling this dipshit with a badge a coward, honorless, a tyrant, and or tyranny enforcer. He does not do his profession credit, and honestly, I have more respect for the terrorists trying to kill us than for alleged officers such as him, because at least they are honest about their desires. People like this alleged officer abuse their power, abuse we the people, and have no second thoughts about doing so, and they also tarnish their own profession. And most of the time, what do you get when you go talk to somebody up the top, command staff? You get, we investigated ourselves and we found we did nothing wrong. So I'll just spare myself and their PD a bunch of trouble and just go on ahead and expect that that would be the end result of any communication if it ever occurred. And we'll continue on.
Yeah, so you pulled up next to him, right?
No, he pulled up next to me.
No, you were in the other lane.
I have it on camera. He pulled up next to me.
So he was in the traffic lane. You were pulled up next to him.
No.
That's when you were yelling.
No. I have the whole thing on camera. I took a right down there in town. Look, man, I got the whole thing on footage. I took a right down there in town, okay? He didn't like that because I didn't see a signal when I went up past him, according to law, to stop at the light. I didn't see a signal on from him that he was turning right. So I took a right. I came up this way. He pulled up beside me. I was stopped behind a car. He came up off to my left and pulled up beside me. Him and his wife rolled down his window and they started yelling at me. What you're saying is untrue and I've got it documented.
So you just said you pulled up beside me.
No. That's not what oh my God, dude. Let me try this again. In town, I pulled up beside him to take a right. That's not where the interaction occurred. According to the law, I pulled up to the light because I didn't see him have a turn signal on. You understand? So I took a right at the red light. Up there at that light, he then goes out of his way to go out beside me, come up, pull up beside me, roll down his window, and start yelling at me. That's what happened. And I've got it all right here.
All right. You got your driver's license with you?
I do. You're going to go deal with him? Probably not. You're not going to do anything with him.
To figure out what this incident was about. That's why we're stopping you.
Right. You're not going to stop the guy who initiated it.
We certainly didn't know who initiated what. So you pulled up next to him, right?
No, he pulled up next to me.
No, you were in the other lane. We certainly didn't know who initiated what, but we saw that there was a violation occurring, so we had to stop somebody. Well, we're going to take care of this, and then we'll see if we can catch up to him.
I bet. I'm sure you're going to go worry all about that.
Well, the incident's over with now.
Huh?
The incident's over with now. There's nothing that we're going to do to fix it at the moment, right? Well, we're going to take care of this, and then we'll see if we can catch up to him. When you and I have two different perspectives of what I saw. Okay.
It's not a perspective. He pulled up beside me after that, and I have it on camera.
That's fine. That's okay.
I got it, Tyrant. Just do whatever you're going to do, sir. Ziha. Oh, shit. Well, thanks for not stepping on it.
All right. Do you have a motorcycle endorsement?
Yeah, it's on there. You are claiming the exact opposite of what happened. I was not driving on the shoulder. I was on the right side of my lane.
Well, when we see that there's a road rage incident happening, we do have a duty to intervene to make sure it does not escalate past that. Okay. So you pulled up next to him, right?
No, he pulled up next to me.
No, you were in the other lane, so we didn't see what happened before this, obviously, right? I saw what happened when you guys were yelling at each other. Okay.
When you pulled up, you told me that what you saw is the contrary to what that I pulled up beside him.
That is what I recall seeing. So we didn't see what happened before this, obviously. That is what I recall seeing. We certainly didn't know who initiated what. That is what I recall seeing.
When you pulled up, you told me that what you saw is the contrary to what that I pulled up beside him.
That is what I recall seeing is you pulled it.
So if I show you a video of the opposite, will you admit that you're incorrect?
I did not say that I watched you pull up to him because we both were stopped when I saw it. I did not say that I watched you pull up to him because we both were stopped when I saw it. So you pulled up next to him, right?
No, he pulled up next to me.
No, you were in the other lane.
Okay, so if I showed you a video of the opposite, would you admit that he pulled up beside me incorrect if the video shows that? Okay, well you'll see it. Yep, fuck off. You have a nice day, gentlemen. I don't want you behind me. You go first. I'll stand over here. Go on ahead, tyrants. Have a nice day, gentlemen. Watch that bike. All right.
Well, we're going to take care of this, and then we'll see if we can catch up to him.
Oh man, I gotta be honest. I like to reciprocate what I feel I'm getting from them. He came up and claimed one thing, which was the opposite of what actually happened. So, I mean, he's full of shit. And then he tried to claim, well, I didn't claim that you pulled. Well, he actually did claim that I pulled up beside him. So, that's absolutely untrue. I like to call it a controlled explosion. I'm really not that mad. I just want to give them the same kind of, or reciprocate the same kind of approach I feel they give me, especially when they're making statements that are absolutely untrue per the camera. I can see you were at the top of your class. That fucking one cop that couldn't get the story straight. So you did pull up beside, no dumbass. I pulled up beside him to take a right. And then I took a right. And then he was behind me. And then he pulled up beside me. See, this is the problem with hiring dumb fuck cops that don't know a fucking thing, or they're asshole from a hole in the ground, or they're left from the right. This is the issue. This is what you get. They're supposed to investigate, and they can't even figure out why the fucking blanket's wet if it's laying in the middle of the fucking water. I mean, this is how stupid. And then you got, I'm not gonna talk shit about the other guy, because he just seemed to be standing there. He was not fucking lead on this, or primary. He was just standing there kind of trying to piece things together. So I'm not going to give him any shit. But the primary, dumb as a box of dildos without batteries. If you see that guy out, give him one of these for me and tell him it's from me. I don't know what living here has to do with jack shit. That's great.
I live here. I know how to fucking drive.
Yeah, you're right. I just flew in from fucking Budapest. This looks like a car accident. I'm staying back.
No, you're cool. I'm going to be sending northbound traffic in there. If you want to go over on the other side over that way, that's fine.
Okay, thank you, sir.
available